We went 3-2 in our 5 premium sports picks on BrockPage.com yesterday, and that's going to put us at 6-0 in our last 6 $1.99 daily best plays. Now, if you want to access today's $1.99 daily best play, it's only going to cost you just $1.99. We're also 5-1 in our last 6 Major League Baseball tier package picks on BrockPage.com as well. And the good news is we have another Major League Baseball tier package pick going off here this evening. We currently have over 750 members who are signed up and active on that site. And if you want to see which one of these free YouTube picks on my channel that I'm actually betting on personally, there's only one way to do that, and that's to sign up for a membership on my website. And once again, that's BrockPage.com. The White Sox take on the Astros Game 1. And that's going to be a 4:07 Eastern first pitch. Houston's minus 135, totals 8. Lance McCullers for the Astros, Lance Lynn for Chicago. Battle of the Lances here. But anyway, Lance Lynn, he had a really good season this year for the White Sox. Having said that, though, Chicago finished the regular season with a losing road record. Not very good when traveling. And as a matter of fact, the White Sox have failed to cash in on the run line in 4 out of their last 5 away from home. The Chicago lineup is in the bottom half of the league in road strikeouts at the plate. Yoan Moncada struck out 157 times at the plate this year. Basically, a strikeout a game. A little bit less than that, but essentially a strikeout a game. Meanwhile, Chicago's leading hitter, Tim Anderson, he fanned 119 times in the regular season as well. Now they're taking on a Houston team who led the majors in scoring on average per game. Yuli Gurriel hit .319, which was second in the bigs. Meanwhile, Jordan Alvarez hit 33 home runs and knocked in 104. Needless to say, the Astros were also first in hits on average per game, and they struck out only 7.2 times a game at the plate in Minute Maid Park. Meanwhile, pitching-wise, the Astros finished in the top 5 in fewest hits allowed per game. Lance McCullers was 13-5 with a .316 ERA and 185 strikeouts. Now, the Astros are winning 63% of their ball games at home, and they're in the top 10 in the majors in fewest runs allowed on their home field. Now, total-wise, Houston went 46-35 to the over at Minute Maid Park this year. Give me the Houston Astros minus 135 and the over 8 runs. And with that, we're going to jump into our next and final matchup. Red Sox versus the Rays, 8:07 Eastern start time. Tampa Bay's minus 155, totals 8. Shane McClanahan for Tampa Bay. Eduardo Rodriguez for Boston. Now, Ed Rod went 13-8 this season with 185 strikeouts. This Boston pitching staff's in the top 10 in fewest runs allowed on the road. They're also striking out 9.3 batters a game when they travel. But with all that in mind, it's actually these Red Sox hitters who catapulted these guys this year. Boston is in the top 3 in hits on average per game, and they're led by Rafi Devers, who finished 4th in the league in regular season RBI. Devers hit 38 home runs and knocked in 113. Meanwhile, Xander Bogaerts finished the year batting .295. Needless to say, Boston they're in the top 5 in the majors in scoring on average per game. Now they're taking on a Tampa club who lost 3 out of their last 6, and they scored just 5 total runs in those 3 losses. The Rays are allowing nearly 6 runs per contest in their last 10 meetings with Boston as well. This Rays lineup is striking out over 9.5 times a game. They're also in the bottom 3 in home strikeouts at the plate. Now, pitching-wise, Tampa Bay took the loss in 3 out of McClanahan's last 5 starts. And when it comes to the number in this one, 8 out of Tampa Bay's last 10 ball games did stay under the total. They also went 21-17 to the under against divisional opponents at the Trop. Meanwhile, the Bo Sox saw 8 out of their last 10 ball games stay under the total themselves. 5-1 to the under in their last 6 road games. Give me Boston plus 1.5. And the under 8 runs. But that, guys, now it's time for our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at brockpage.com, where we are 6-0 in our last 6 $1.99 daily best plays. I like Houston minus 145 over 8 runs. I'm also leaning toward Boston plus 1.5 in the under 8. With that, guys, now it's time for our shout out of the day. And that's going to go to Quack Boy, who said the other day, "Thanks for sharing and always putting in a lot of work. Thanks." All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. Now, if you guys do end up getting a membership here today on that website, just keep in mind you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on brockpage.com, you're going to get access to that content all the way through the end of October. I always tell folks the earlier in the month you sign up, the better. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.